Hello everyone. Welcome to my YNR 24 Spoilers Update channel. Victoria's worry, Kyle's worst nightmare, and Sharon's tricky journey. There will be several surprises in the Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of September 29th. Fans might anticipate issues during Sharon and Nick Newman's trip. In the meantime, Kyle Abbott might exacerbate the situation with Claire Grace Newman. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The annoyance of Claire Grace Newman. First, let's talk about Claire, who needs space and separation from Kyle. But the dude simply won't give up. Additionally, Claire continues to observe or hear about the encounters between Kyle and Audra Charles. Audra and Kyle are behaving like infants, really. It appears that Claire wants to see what else is available to her. Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, gives the blonde a chance to tour Los Angeles. Claire might accept Holden's offer in spite of Kyle's cautions about the man. The concern of Victoria Newman. Despite her strong support for Claire's choices, Victoria Newman might be concerned for her daughter. Victoria is certain that Kyle has feelings for Claire. She may also be concerned that Holden is exploiting Claire and Kyle's predicament. Victoria's worries about Holden may also be shared by Nate Hastings. Victoria and Claire are in Los Angeles at some point in the near future. Collectively, perhaps Claire consents to the trip in exchange for her mother's ability to accompany her. Or perhaps Victoria discovers some concerning information about Holden and starts pursuing Claire. Week of September 29th, 2025. According to spoilers for the week of September 29th on The Young and the Restless, Victor Newman and Jack Abbott ought to come to an alliance. But will they be able to hold off on assaulting one another long enough to stop Kane Ashby? Jason Thompson's character Billy Abbott is probably going to lose it. He is furious because no one wants to assist him in his pursuit of Kane after tricking everyone. Why? The next time a better offer comes up, he can lie and dump them again, right? Additionally, Tessa Porter has made the decision to look into Mariah Copeland's secret. But Tessa won't have to do the research by herself. Daniel Jr. has acknowledged that she is not working alone on this. Additionally, Sharon and Nick intend to travel to Los Angeles. Next month, they will meet up with Noah Newman. But keep an eye out since there can be some twists and difficulties. During the week of September 29th, 2025, which narrative are you most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. To find out what happens next, keep watching the soap opera on CBS or Paramount+. Unexpected news for Nikki. Dylan McAvoy is coming back? According to spoilers and updates for The Young and the Restless, Nikki Newman will receive some unexpected news. Will Dylan McAvoy be making a comeback? It's about time Dylan returned to Genoa City after going into witness protection in 2017. Dylan Williams is the son of Paul and Nikki Williams. The son of Nikki and Paul Williams, Dylan was previously married to Sharon Newman. When he left town, Sharon took over ownership of Crimson Lights. He was briefly married to Chelsea Lawson before marrying Sharon, and he had affairs with Avery Clark, the sister of Phyllis Summers. Dylan's time in the military in Afghanistan also caused him to suffer from PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder. As a member of the Genoa City Police Department, Dylan had gone undercover and engaged in combat with several violent men, killing one of them in self-defense. However, Dylan left town in witness protection since he and his family were still in danger from the criminals' network of thugs. There will soon be a rescue storyline featuring Noah Newman. There will be a rescue plot in which Nick Newman and Sharon will go to the West Coast to save Noah Newman, who will need to be rescued. A lady named Sienna Bacall, who might have abducted Noah, and Detective Burrows will both be involved. Given that Dylan was previously married to Sharon when her kids were a little younger, it's plausible that he is also participating in this plot. However, he might get back in touch with his mother Nikki before setting out on Noah's rescue mission, and he might have even gotten back in touch with Paul. Dylan might accompany Sharon and Nick on the rescue effort if he has arrived in town when they learn that Noah is in danger on the West Coast. Dylan McAvoy could be played by who? Dylan will need to be recast if he makes a comeback because Steve Burton is currently working on General Hospital. However, who might be playing him? Could it be Dylan? Roger Howarth, another former GH star, has made an appearance on the CBS soap opera in an unidentified role. Despite the fact that age is typically irrelevant in soap operas, it would make sense because Roger and Steve are about the same age. Roger, Lucas Adams, the new Noah, and Tamara Braun, who earlier appeared on GH as one of 4 Carly Spencers, now portrayed by Laura Wright, have already begun filming. Sometime around October, fans should be able to see Roger, Lucas, Matt, and Tamara on their television screens. Check in to see what's going on with Y&R at the moment. For news, updates, and spoilers about The Young and the Restless, return here frequently. An in-depth look at Y&R's next drama, including Sharon's difficult journey, Kyle's worst nightmare, and Victoria's worry. A complex web of emotional stakes, perilous temptations, and unexpected reunions might permanently alter Genoa City's power dynamics during the week of September 29th, 2025 on The Young and the Restless. With 3 main storylines entwining, Sharon Newman's unanticipated problems while traveling with Nick, Kyle Abbott's escalating jealousy and his failing romance with Claire Grace, and Victoria Newman's anxieties as Holden Novak creeps further into her daughter's orbit. The soap opera is about to embark on one of its most thrilling fall arcs in years. Viewers are looking at a powder keg of drama that is about to blow up when you add in Victor and Jack's tense alliance, Billy's outburst, Tessa and Daniel working together on a mystery, and rumors of Dylan McAvoy's unexpected comeback. Let's dissect each component to determine how the puzzle fits together. The difficult West Coast mission of Sharon and Nick. Chaos is nothing new to Sharon and Nick Newman, but there will be plenty of upheaval on their forthcoming journey to the West Coast to meet with Noah. It appears to be a family reunion at first. Nick and Sharon, 2 characters who have endured decades of scandal, grief, and reconciliations, are trying to get back in touch with their son. But such easy sailing is uncommon in soap operas, and this journey is about to become a perilous test of fortitude, loyalty, and trust. Before the pair even arrives in Los Angeles, there are hints of complications. As a mother and a veteran of innumerable struggles, Sharon's gut tells her that something is wrong. At first, Nick, who is always watchful, dismisses her warnings, but when rumors of danger connected to Noah start to circulate, the 2 are compelled to go into crisis mode. Much of their lengthy history is reflected in their relationship on this trip. Nick steps in as the practical guardian, Sharon senses emotional or spiritual danger, and both of them learn that their ability to work together is put to the test when their kids are at stake. There are repercussions from the Sharon/Nick story as well. Their journey puts them squarely in the middle of an expanding web that includes Detective Burrows, Sienna Bacall, and possibly Dylan McAvoy. Sharon might be hit like a freight train by Dylan's reappearance, which would both offer a reconciliation she never imagined possible and reawaken deep wounds. What would Nick think of Sharon getting back in touch with a man who used to be her soulmate? More significantly, if Dylan decides to assist in Noah's rescue, Sharon may be forced to make difficult decisions between her mother instincts, previous love, and current security. Therefore, Sharon's difficult journey involves more than simply actual travel. It involves negotiating her own maze of allegiances, wounds, and unresolved chapters. Her existence in Genoa City might be upended by what she finds in Los Angeles. Losing Claire was Kyle Abbott's worst nightmare. Kyle Abbott, meanwhile, is disintegrating back in Genoa City. Kyle has been torn between his flimsy, developing relationship with Claire Grace Newman and his wild chemistry with Audra Charles for months. The issue is that Kyle wants it both ways. He longs for Claire's loyalty and purity, but finds it impossible to resist Audra's seductive antics. No fool, Claire sees what's going on. Claire's annoyance is getting to the limit. She has often requested space from Kyle in the hopes that he will honor her limits, and allow her time to reflect on her own life. Rather than letting her breathe, Kyle keeps pushing and follows her around. Worse, rumors about him and Audra are constantly resurfacing throughout the community. Kyle's immaturity is oppressive to Claire, who has struggled to become independent and reinvent herself away from the warped shadows of her past. Holden Novak comes in. Holden embodies everything Kyle is not at the moment: security, independence, and the excitement of the unknown. He is smooth, worldly, and gives Claire a taste of adventure. As Claire contemplates accepting Holden's invitation to see Los Angeles, Kyle's biggest dread becomes clear. Naturally, Kyle cautions her that Holden has hidden agendas. But how is Holden any worse than Kyle, who declares love one minute and becomes involved with Audra the next, in Claire's opinion? Kyle's jealousy is becoming unmanageable. Ironically, his unwillingness to let go is driving Claire farther away. This might be the end of Kyle's emotional stability, not just a romantic setback. Kyle might feel alone, hopeless, and prone to making poor decisions if Claire does leave Genoa City, especially if Holden is influencing him. Victoria Newman's increasing fear. Victoria Newman watches with growing dread as her daughter's predicament unfolds while Kyle drowns in his own errors. She respects Claire's bravery in pursuing her own goals on the one hand. However, Victoria is all too familiar with the perils posed by guys such as Holden Novak. Victoria has a sixth feel for predators that prey on vulnerability because she has been both a victim and a participant in Genoa City's power struggles for decades. Nate Hastings confirms Victoria's fears, which heightens her anxiety. Nate, who is skilled at manipulation, cautions that Holden might be taking advantage of Claire's fears in order to get a foothold in her life. Victoria must decide whether to appreciate Claire's freedom or to step in as a protective mother and risk incurring Claire's wrath. According to spoilers, Victoria may end up going to Los Angeles herself, either running after Claire when fresh information about Holden emerges or going with her under the pretense of offering support. Victoria might start a mother-daughter argument that makes Claire decide between defiance and trust if she finds evidence that Holden is a scammer, or worse, connected to bigger plots including Kane Ashby or other adversaries. Victoria is also at a turning point in her personal life as a result of this plot. Helping Claire might entail her rediscovering her own maternal instincts, something she has frequently battled because of her career-driven lifestyle. Her decisions in the upcoming weeks could affect not just Claire's destiny, but also Victoria's reputation as a Newman matriarch. Newman-Abbott partnership. Jack and Victor's uncomfortable relationship. Corporate conflict takes on a new dimension in the midst of these human difficulties. Two titans in a never-ending feud, Victor Newman and Jack Abbott, are facing off against Kane Ashby. Kane has frequently been undervalued, but his most recent actions have shocked Chabot and Newman Enterprises. Victor and Jack might be forced to work together for the first time. It is impossible to overestimate the irony of this union. Betrayals, backstabbings, and decades of scorched earth tactics abound in Victor and Jack's past. It's almost absurd to think of them cooperating, yet need creates for odd bedfellows. It is unclear if this truce will endure beyond a few business sessions. It's more possible that after Kane is neutralized, their cooperation will fall apart and another round of retaliation will begin. Fans should nevertheless brace themselves for the mouth-watering intensity that comes from seeing two adversaries grit their teeth and discuss tactics. Will they successfully combine their resources, or will their pride undermine the mission before it even starts? Drama is promised in any case. Billy Abbott's rampage. Billy Abbott, Kyle's uncle, is collapsing in typical Billy form of Kyle is experiencing an emotional meltdown. After his plans against Kane fail to gain allies, Billy feels deceived. Billy lashes out because he is angry that no one is standing by him, despite the fact that he has lied, tricked, and abandoned those closest to him on several occasions when it suited his most recent fixation. Billy's outburst is about his inability to mature, not only about Kane. Billy repeatedly ruins relationships only to play the victim when he is by himself. His family, his lovers, and even seasoned spectators are worn out by this cycle and question whether Billy will ever grow up. According to spoilers, he will intensify his careless actions, causing mayhem that can inadvertently make Kane's hand stronger. In contrast to Jack and Victor's practical partnership, Billy serves as a warning about unbridled ego. He can become estranged from both Abbott and Newman circles as a result of his outburst, leaving him stranded at the worst possible moment. Daniel and Tessa examine Mariah's secret. In a more subdued but no less captivating plot, Tessa Porter and Daniel Jr. collaborate to reveal Mariah Copeland's secrets. Daniel's assistance gives the subplot surprising weight, and Tessa's resolve to look into her wife's secret highlights her dedication to their marriage. As the two explore whatever Mariah is hiding, fans can anticipate a mix of suspense and touching moments. Is there any connection between the secret and the impending rescue plot for Noah? Or does it have unexpected connections to the Holden/Claire arc? According to soap opera history, nothing happens in a vacuum. Themes frequently come together in unexpected conclusions. The surprise of Nikki and Dylan's potential comeback. Nikki Newman getting news that might signal her son Dylan McAvoy's return is possibly the most shocking tease of the week. Dylan's name has been absent since 2017, yet it has been coming up more and more. Dylan's legacy is full with unresolved issues because he is the son of Nikki and Paul Williams. Numerous opportunities were left open by his history with Sharon, his PTSD, and his decision to enter witness protection. Dylan's timing is perfect if he reappears now. In the Noah rescue arc, Sharon might need him, his mother needs him, and Genoa City itself could need his unwavering moral compass. It's still unclear if Steve Burton will return or if another actor, like Roger Howarth, will take his place. In any case, Dylan's comeback might alter Genoa City's power dynamics. He might get back in touch with Nikki, rekindle old feelings with Sharon, and even argue with Nick about how to keep Noah safe. It would also provide longtime fans the much-needed resolution to a plot that seemed to have been cut off years ago. Concluding remarks. The week of September 29th, 2025 is a testing ground for relationships, allegiances, and legacies. It's not just another round of Genoa City soap. Sharon's perilous journey might bring her and Nick closer to death, while also bringing her and Dylan back together. As Claire moves farther away from Kyle and into Holden's embrace, his worst nightmare might come true. Victoria's worry forces her to make difficult decisions and emphasizes her development as a mother and matriarch. On the outskirts, alliances are formed, secrets are revealed, and ghosts from the past reappear to change the course of events. It's a week to remember for fans because YNR creates pure soap opera magic when they combine corporate intrigue, long-lost returns, and personal conflict.